All right, we're back at it with the sunlight in the background. That's better. We're back at it once again, and we are going to talk about my latest pickup right here, Canon AE-1. The Canon AE-1 was, I should have had notes, but I don't, was produced starting in 1976 through 80 something. My dad actually had an 80 or 81 Canon AE-1. I don't know if it was an AE-1 program. I don't know what year that came out. But this is the camera that I grew up with in my house. Not that I got to like use it really. I mean, occasionally I did, but I wouldn't consider myself a film photographer at that point as a 8, 9, 10-year-old. But this is the camera that we had, and we had a aftermarket lens, might have been like a Vivitar or something. It's like 100 to 300 telephoto. I did pick up for 20 bucks off of eBay a Canon 100 to 200 lens that seems to be working in pretty good shape, you know, doing what it's supposed to do. So I figured I'd come out here today and take a few shots with the venerable Canon AE-1. The story behind this particular camera, this one, gentleman here locally responded to an ad I put out where it was, I want to buy old cameras. Film cameras is where I'm at, medium and large format for the most part. Now, this is not medium or large format, it's your 35 millimeter, which pretty much everybody back in the day had. Whether it be disposable cameras or Pentax, Contax, Fuji, you know, Sony, you name it. If it was a film camera that was consumer, it was usually a 35 millimeter. And that's what the Canon AE-1 is. And it's a great format. It works well. Now, the guy I bought it from, he bought it brand new in 1977. 1977. And he used it a few times, and he thought to himself, it's really not my thing. It's not, I want to do something different. And he ended up getting a different camera and putting this one in its case on the shelf in 1980. So for 3 years, he used this camera and then never used it again. So here it is, 45 years later, I'm bringing it back to life. And it seems to work just fine. It's got a little bit of dust here and there, and you know, what have you, but it's intact. Everything is here. The only thing that's not here is the hot shoe cover that you would use to, you know, make sure contacts don't get hit, because if these contacts get hit and they like connect from something metal or whatever, it can like fry the camera, and you've got a camera to put on the shelf to look at and not use. But it works. It works well. It does what I need it to do. And yeah, I figured I'd break out a roll of Portra 160. Right there, Portra 160. We're gonna load it up, and over the course of this video, which may be a day or 2 or 10 or whatever, we're gonna burn through this roll and we'll see what we get. Yeah. It's an old oil tanker, or tank. It's an old oil tank. I don't know if you can hear the flies or bees or whatever buzzing around me, or hornets, but they're pissed. They don't like me being here. So I'm going to take a couple different shots here because I can, and I'm going to. So I don't know what this is going to look like, but we'll figure it out. Da-de-da-de-da. Not sure what I got, but I got it. Whatever. Let's get some cow pictures. I don't spook them too bad. Might use a telephoto for this, I'm not sure. Hey, little babies. Oh, there's a donkey. This might be a telephoto moment. Stand by. Yeah, they're all running away. Imagine that. Mm. 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 I have absolutely no idea where I am. Neither does Google Maps. This may be another opportunity right here. Might be a cool shot. Freshly baled hay. Interesting sky. I don't know. I'm no artist. I'm no photographer. Let's see what happens. Get a daggum snake. Here come the neighbors. by me. It's out taking pictures. What about this ranch entrance? I don't know. What about it? How about I take a picture of it? Because I can. Yeah, I guess that'll do. You can see what I'm doing. Got it. Let's continue with more. Oh, got a coal train. That might be a good shot. I don't know. It's loud as shit. New day, new look, new old truck. Traded in the 23 Chevy for the 77 Chevy. And I'm gonna go out to the Navasota River and take a few photos of the truck right here. And the Canon AE-1 also has a self-timer, which, you know, that's nothing groundbreaking, but for me, with the old large format stuff and medium format stuff I've done, I haven't really had a self-timer. So maybe I'll pose and be a model for this cool Western wear that I'm wearing. I don't know, you know, something like that. See what comes of it. You know, I've got the drip, as the cool kids say. Maybe, I don't know. We're just we're winging it. But yeah, driving the old 77. Come on, let's go. So I've made it out here and better take a few photos. The cloud cover's kind of messed up with the sunlight, the direct sunlight. I was kind of hoping it'd be a little bit brighter out here, so I'll have to make some compensations here and there to make this thing work the way I want it to work, or at least how I envision it. Yeah. I'm using the telephoto. Probably a little too close, but we're just gonna go right here. We're gonna shoot this thing. Oh, yeah, that's too close. I'm shooting it anyway. Oh, let's back it up. About 20 yards away ish. So I'm going to swap over to the 50 mil because that actually gets a little more light into the lens than what this telephoto can do. So stand by for the swap. right, it's a little more like it. I'll put the cap on this thing, front and back. Put it back in the case here. Shut that. Put it away. I was actually much preferring to be a little bit further down there, and I'm not going to show it to you. Mother Nature's being Mother Nature, and the vultures are doing their thing. Take that for what you will. So that would not be a good backdrop. Just yeah. All right, let's continue with more. Come on. You know, I could put this up on the tripod. Yeah, it's a good sturdy base. Let's do that. We're just gonna keep this rolling. That's what we do. Here's my Manfrotto, or Manfrotto, however you like to say it, tripod. Big, beefy monster, which is way more than a Canon AE-1 needs, but I've had some decent sized cameras on this thing over the years, and it's good for large format. Put a great big Graflex speed graphic or something on here. It holds it really well. I don't even remember what the weight rating is, but it's quite a few pounds. So yeah, very stout. This 50 mil, it goes down to f1.8, while the 100 to 200 telephoto goes down to 5.6, or up to 5.6, depending on how you look at it. And that will allow more light in, which I can raise the shutter speed. When you're going handheld, the higher the shutter speed, the better off you're going to be. If you're down to like 1/30th of a second, you're going to have a lot of blur and movement because you can't hold that still. Unless you're on a tripod, then you can do whatever you want. Sun is blotted out by the clouds above. Makes for good diffusion. That's something. I mentioned it's incredibly humid out here. It's about 85 degrees, which isn't terrible for South Texas standards, but the humidity is 90 some odd percent. We had storms come through here earlier, and holy cow, did it saturate the atmosphere. Like steam, it's going to be a foggy night probably, because there is no air moving at all. It is just, and I'm wearing long sleeves. What's up with that? Let's test out some self-timer stuff. Let's do that. All right, so right here's the camera. I'm going to figure out, and I'll narrate what the setting needs to be. Turn this back around. Set you down in the grass here so you can see what's happening. So I'm going to dial in the focus on the front of the truck real quick, and then bang, you hit it. You got 10 seconds to get in position. Click, bang, bang, boom. There it is. Whew. That does not sound good. That does not sound good. Sound like wild boar to me. If that's the case, you'll see me jumping on the top of my truck in 2 seconds flat. Like for real. This expedition might be over. All right, kids, that'll do it for today. Yeah, there is some serious wild hog activity around here, and I don't have a weapon to defend myself with me, which is shame on me, but that's where we find ourselves. So I could hit them with the tripod. That'd only slow them down. But yeah, in this field over here, turn this around. Come on, turn around. In that field out there, you have that bunch of shrubs and trees kind of sticking up. That's where there's some wild hogs, wild boars, whatever you want to call them, poking around over there. I kind of see some stuff moving around. So, you know, the river is right there and that fence line ends, and wild pigs are smart. They can go around and come running up this road in seconds flat, and they're freaking fast. So this is not a wild boar hunt. This is a photo shoot, and it's coming to an end. That's all there is to it. But I'll be back. Another day, another way to finish this whole video up. I know we're starting to get a little bit long in the tooth, but this is the stuff that y'all want to see. I'm validated by my 50 some odd subscribers to keep going, so I'm going to do just that. Lordy B. You know, one cool thing about this truck, really, is the air conditioner works. I'm fixing to crank it up. Over here by the City Cafe in Hearne, Texas. Here's Highway 6. Somebody's wheelchair. Huh. All right, we're gonna shoot this building back here. Yeah, one more. Here comes on. Ah, they got him out of focus. Doggone it. Well, that was it. No more. No more. Yeah. Darn face track. Oh, shoot. Well, I guess it's time to get out of here. Go back to the house and develop some film.